What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XCN OnyxCoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Okay, here we are at about 1.93 cents right now. We had a little bit of a pullback since yesterday, but just a little bit. I hope nobody got shaken out over this, right? If we look at this, we're doing much bigger things than what's going on here, you guys. From a high all the way down, we've broken out of this downtrend, this very torrential downtrend that we've been in since January 26th. All the way down, broke out of it. If you don't like that, if it's not the line of best fit, I think it hits a lot of these pretty well, but we could probably make that better. If we put this high here, it'll interact with every single one of those tops right there. And to me, this breakout looks even better because you've broken out, back tested it for support, and you're still wiggling your way up here. Beyond all of this, if we take the fib here from a high to a low, you can see that we've just gotten above the 236. Generally speaking, that does mark a momentary low at the very least. Breaking out of this trend would mark that that's not only the low, but you're beginning a new trend. I think we are, guys. I think we are. I would assume that right now, from this low here, we were assuming that we would go to about 2.2 cents. I think I said 2 cents to 2.2 cents, which, hey, we hit the lower end of that range. But 2.2 cents was the area that we were looking for. There's some resistance there. There's the 382, some support here, prior areas of support. I thought that that's where we would go. But now that we've broken out of this downtrend and we're consolidating like this above the 236, I suspect we're going to move up to the 0.5. That's where I think we're going to go. I think we're going to go all the way up to 2.6 cents. Why? Because we've just broken out of this downtrend. We're confirming that we've broken out, and we absolutely have. This move here was a 20% move to the upside in a 4-hour basis. I'm thinking we're going to see something a little bit bigger than that when we get followed through with this move. I think something on the lines of maybe, I don't know, 33%. It doesn't have to happen in one 4-hour candle, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did, or at least a couple. But I think we're on our way up there. Prior areas of resistance, prior areas of support, and it's the 0.5. A lot of cryptos have been finding significance on their 0.5s recently. That's what I anticipate is going to happen between now and the next 3 days. It might happen by the end of today, you guys. It literally might happen by the time most of you watch this, at the pace this thing's growing. If you look at the 4-hour RSI on that note, you are here. You have lower lows in your RSI on the 4-hour time frame with higher lows only on the 4-hour closing basis here on your price action. That's hidden bullish divergence, and that marks a continuation of the trend. What trend are we in? Well, if you look at the RSI, it's an uptrend. If you look at the price, it's a momentary uptrend. And I think as time goes on, it'll be a much more definitive uptrend, just like this one was over here. I don't think we're going to move up at this pace. I mean, maybe, but we do have some big news today, right? We've got some big news with Goliath coming online, right? Let's see. Let's ask Grok what he thinks, just so we can get someone a little more sophisticated than me on here. Can you tell me about XCN's Goliath today? I will see. He'll know what I'm talking about. Today, March 3rd, 2025, marks the launch of the OnyxCoin XCN Goliath mainnet, a significant event for the XCN cryptocurrency. Based on available information and sentiment from the post on X.com, this upgrade is anticipated to bring substantial improvements for updates to the OnyxCoin network, potentially increasing investor confidence and demand for XCN. Some users on X have noted a price pump around 20% tied to this launch. No, it's going to be more than that, you guys. Hold on. Though opinions vary on its sustainability, with others suggesting that broader market factors like Bitcoin dominance might limit further gains. Yeah, dude, Bitcoin. Okay, hold up now. If anybody's speculating that Bitcoin dominance is going to hold it back, let's be freaking real here. Okay, let's not lie to ourselves. The Bitcoin dominance topped off. It topped off weeks ago. What are you talking about, Bitcoin dominance? Oh, it's up today when some cryptos are pulling back. That's very normal. Okay. It's up today. Even whenever you had the dominant shot before, there were moments where it would be up. You know what I mean? It's whatever. It's fine. The dominance is going down, you guys. We've established this. You got bearish divergence on the weekly RSI and the dominance. You're moving up with less volume. You're moving up with less strength. If we're looking at this on a daily time frame, you're looking like you're in the beginning. And it's too early to say now, but I think you are in the beginning of a downtrend in your daily RSI, rejecting the 60 area, finding support on the 50, but not getting support. That's not a good thing if you want to go up, and we don't want it to go up. So that actually is a good thing, all in all. But no, sorry, Grok. So whoever you're getting that information from, you're wrong, man. Let's see. Technical analysis shared on X also point to the positive chart patterns, such as an Adam and Eve formation, indicating potential for upward move. Adam and Eve. We got an Adam and Eve. There ain't no Adam and Eve. What you think is? I mean, I guess this could be an Adam and Eve. I suppose. I don't know about that though, man. It's Adam and Eve's are double bottoms. I don't know about you guys, but that's not a double bottom to me. That don't look like a double bottom. Maybe it's this tiny little thing down here. I don't know, but that's still not that significant. I don't see an Adam and Eve. But but whatever. From a broader perspective, mainnet launches like Goliath typically aim to enhance the blockchain's functionality, scalability, or efficiency. Those specific details about Goliath's features are not fully outlined in the available data. For the most accurate, detailed insights, so everybody's just hyping up this Goliath mainnet launch without really knowing what it is. Let's see, is there anything? Yeah, let's see. Explain Goliath features, because it's just scalability, throughput, helping it operate. Can we come up with some more stuff, Grok, please? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I know my camera keeps disconnecting. I don't know why, but it does. The Goliath layer 3 blockchain architecture. Yes, stuff we already knew. Near instant transactions, huh? Scalability and high throughput. EVM compatibility. Yeah, it's just all the stuff that we've already. He's just basically further explaining all the stuff that he's already said. Which is fine. If it's just going to make the system, the overall system faster, if it's an upgrade, that's good, right? And that's definitely something to be excited about. Sometimes with exciting moments like this, sometimes with good news, we do get sell the news events, and that's okay. I'm definitely no offense, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I'm not as like crazy stoked about this. That's why you guys haven't really heard me talk about it, because the news to me, it's just a narrative to influence your emotions, and I'm not trying to do that. I let the charts influence me, if anything, because I try not to let my emotions influence me at all whenever it comes to making these decisions. So, but I hope everybody, I don't. If you want to read more of that stuff, you can pause it here, right? I'll try to go slow so you can. Here, I'll start from the top. If you want to read more in depth than just the summary that Grok gave right there, right? I'm not going to do all this stuff here. If we go here, XCN, yes. So what I will say, you guys, what's really cool about XCN is that its integration with Arbitrum, I think, is pretty interesting. And Arbitrum is being integrated a lot all over the space. I think beyond what's going on here, XCN has a lot of deep fundamental values that are underlying in this asset. Okay, it's gonna rip whenever we move up from here, you guys. Why is it gonna rip? Because we're in one of the most bullish patterns that you could ever find. Okay, it's a bull flag, very easy to identify, very easy to see. From a low to a high, you take your flagpole, you put it at the base of your flag. If you're like, what is a flag? What are you talking about, a flag? These are just bars. That's your flagpole. That's your flag, right? You see, it's kind of like a flag. Like if I was to draw a flag, a very terrible flag with these lines, it's like dun da da da, right? Looks like a flag. Put that there. Do I need to put that line there to make it look like a flag for you? This flag. This little flag right here, we're going to put this flag pole right at the base of the flag, and that gives us our measure move. That would indicate that XCN is due for a move that's somewhere around 29 to 30 cents. I personally don't expect that we're going to get there, but I accept it as a possibility. Why? Because if we take the high here to the low, our 2618 is above that. Why does the 2618 matter? Why should we adhere to that at all? Well, because from a high to a low here, and not because, but just maybe because, we found resistance right here at this 2618, literally right there, smack dab on the 2618. It couldn't have been any more perfect, right? I didn't sell that high, but I was certainly calling for the high to be at. I thought that we would find resistance there. If you don't believe me, and it's what's funny about all the trolls, they remember all the times I talked about buying here, and I definitely did. I talked about buying the lows, and I bought the lows a lot on this whole move down. I DCA'd all the way through. But I did, if you check my video from January 26th or January 20th, that week there, I literally did talk about stopping at 4.7 to 4.8 cents, and that's exactly what we did. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to set the record straight in case anybody's confused as to what happened. I fully anticipated we would find resistance here. I just didn't think that it would last this long. But the whole crypto markets kind of had a bad February, so that, I'll attribute it to that. I don't think anybody expected February to be bad, especially after Donald Trump got elected, right? Even if you like him or you don't like him, it's not a political thing, you guys. Get your sand out of your ass, right? It's just the fact that he is the first president. It could have been Kamala. I don't care. If it was Kamala who got voted and she was crypto friendly, it would be the same thing, right? We have a crypto friendly president. You don't have to like it, but it's true. We got a crypto friendly president. I would have assumed, like most people, the month of February would have been a good thing, but it wasn't. It was a little bit anti that, but that's okay. All that to say, here we are in our bull flag. The measure move would take us all the way up here above this 3618 to the 3786. That's at 20.5 to 26 cents. This is why I think we're not going to go this high. I don't think we're going to go this high. I think we will fall just shy of this because we have areas of resistance. Oh, actually, hold on now. If I move this, I'm not actually at the low. This is not a proper measure move. There you go. There it is. A little bit closer to that, but something around 20 cents to 26 cents could be on the table. We could stop even lower than that. We don't have to go all the way up there. We could stop at maybe right here at about the 3113 at 10 cents. That's a very possible outcome. Though I am in favor of these underlying ideas that take us anywhere around this all-time high area from like 15 to 25 cents. That's what I'm in favor of personally. We take this high to low here again. We layer that on there, high to low. The 2618 is all the way up at 40 cents. If we were to see that kind of maneuver again, you know, that would be pretty phenomenal. I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not going to hate on that at all. But also hitting the 2272 at 25.6 cents as the measure move, it's actually very common to go just above the 2272, which that's what the measure move says. I'm not calling for 28 cents. I'm not calling for a 30-cent target. I'm not calling for a 40-cent target. That's not my call. I can call for that can change as we progress if I'd like to change that, but I think to me it makes the most sense that we would stop somewhere between about 11 cents to 26 cents based off of the data here. And that's the range that I'm going to be taking some profits on XCN. At least as of now, that's the plan. I've got some sell orders set up for that area. Weekly RSI, lower lows here in the weekly RSI, bouncing off the 60 if we can get a green week this week. I think it's very important that we do get a green week this week because then it would mark hidden bullish divergence. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks to the downside. It would just be perfect from a time frame perspective. We like it. We like it when our corrections are odds. 3s, 5s, 7s, 9s, 13s, whatever, right? 5 weeks to the downside definitely would make me think that we're going to move up. If you know anything about the TD sequential, it's not quite that simple, but yeah, from a lower low perspective, this gets us set up to run a lot higher. We've cooled off a hell of a lot. The last time we came from higher lows in the RSI and we ran up that high, we're at lower points now. We have more room to run, though I don't anticipate that we will see as high of readings. That was crazy, man. A 98, 99, that was insane. So I do believe we're on our way up. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Anything to the downside from here is going to be extremely insignificant. It's not going to matter, okay? Even if we were to go below this low here at 1.76 cents, it's not significant. It's not going to matter. We don't have confirmation just yet that this is the low, but I'm very confident that it is. Absolutely confident that it is. And I want to end the video with this one last thought, okay? I told you guys, and this is not me saying I told you. I'm not one of those guys. I don't care to be. Even when I do tell you, I don't really care to be. Sometimes I point things out, and in the discussion, I'll be like, okay, so we called that right, but that's not the purpose of it. It's more to discuss why I thought this, right? Like the 2618 thing. The only reason that I was discussing that was that it was the 2618. I got sidetracked because we're talking about going to the next 2618, and then I decided to throw a little shade at the trolls who've been throwing shade at me for getting this wrong the whole time. All I got wrong was the lows, guys. But again, I don't even care. You guys, the trolls care more about that than I do. I've told you for weeks now, or days now, probably longer than that when we break out of this downtrend, that I'm going to start doing some short-term trades with this. I've got a short-term position. I've got long-term positions and short-term positions in XCN, and we will have very identifiable. I expect this to be a very tradable range on the way up throughout most of March. So we're going to have some selling opportunities, some buying back opportunities, yada, 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 all the way up. And then as we get toward this high here at about 3.8 cents, I would even say maybe above about 3.5 cents. 3.5 cents to 4.5 cents, when we're in that range there, that's whenever I will probably stop trading, because at any given moment I would expect to get that blow up kind of explosive move that takes us to the next step up. So if you want to follow me along with that, you can follow me on x.com. My X handle is at Chris Harris 85. That's me. Yeah, with the laser eyes and everything. I need to get a new profile picture, you guys. That was a glorious set of hair I had, though. Hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I appreciate you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.